it, I'm curious if what you found about her, you had known or you had learned her close connection with Ra. Like, was that in your awareness when you were at the beginning stages of connecting with her?
I remember reading her story of like she had been Ra had hired her to validate the human design system. And I
Mm.
think that is what was I was curious about. There was something that was always off for me. Like I almost ditched design several times. I was sure I was joining Scientology in the beginning,
Ah,
between Richard Beaumont's videos with the clip art and stuff and the age of it and the swirling kind of Doctor Who, like he's added his own style to it. I was never a fan of Doctor Who, so to me it was kind of just had this Doctor Who thing going on, and then I thought I was joining Scientology, and I was like almost out. I was almost out, and had it not been for a reading I had with a woman whose name I can't remember, that it was just I paid for another reading. I was just like I need, because I was collecting readings like candy too. I've had like a dozen, right? I was looking for patterns of what people were telling me versus, and I know now it's because I didn't really trust anybody, like almost like a psychic reader that could read your your interaction, be like, oh, I'm onto something, and so they keep going down that.
ah.
So I kind of like that I had a dozen reference points.
Mm.
So it was like, okay, this is consistent across all these people. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So this woman, um, she was awesome because she was using Karen Curry Parker's system, and I didn't know what quantum human design was at the time. All I know is she was calling me a time bender, and I was like, I want to take that out for a spin, right? Like that's all I heard was time bender, and I was like, sounds good to me, like a kid wanting to be Batman or Superman. And then she also had created her own PowerPoint deck talking about my design, and she was laughing at her own choices of clip art. So she was like highly entertaining because I was out. I was like so close, I think, at the time of being like too weird for me. But thank goodness this other energy appeared that wasn't Ra's human design. It wasn't
Ah.
the, you're all dummies and you're all sheep and I'm a wolf, and like it just never, it never vibed with me.